Well, welcome back, guys. It's been a while.
Welcome to Ashbury Confessions. We got a special guest, Caleb Young.
Howdy. How are y'all?
Well, let's learn a little bit about you today, Caleb.
Okay.
Yeah, just start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. Let's see. 5th grade. No, 2nd grade. We go way back.
Are you talking about when we met?
You said start from the beginning, so I'm beginning and then.
All right.
All right. So you and me, 2nd grade, Super Duties, Little League Baseball.
Yeah.
You like to pull flowers in right field. I didn't know what I was doing either, but I was in left field and they split us up. Now we're in our 30s and still pulling flowers for a living. So that's the beginning.
The fact you were in right field, though, says a lot.
I was not an athlete.
He was born to pluck stuff, not throw balls.
I've never been an athlete. I still don't like sports. There's not a single sport that I follow. And I'm the only dude in America that can say that, I think.
Probably. All right, so starting from the beginning.
Yeah, so we grew up in the same town. We met through Little League. You were homeschooled for a while, so I met you there in the golf course. You know, our dads were at the golf course at the same time a lot.
Yep.
So we hit it off there. We've been buddies ever since, pretty much.
Well, we've definitely done it. If there's something we could do or have done, it's been done.
Y'all
That
even
makes
live.
sense,
Y'all even live
That makes
together.
sense.
Y'all live together too.
Yeah, we even live together. We
I remember when
Avenue K, baby.
I remember when you would be singing all the time. Caleb would be like, "Oh my God, Caleb, we get it."
Dude, we wrote some.
No, Caleb sings beautifully, but after like 20 hours straight,
That was
it's like
back when I actually had like color in my heart. Now I'm all like hardened up from life. But yeah, no, we
all
definitely wore it out. Avenue K has some good memories, great songs. We actually, one of my favorites we haven't touched yet. Remember that time we were jacking around with that idea? It was called Bachelor Pad.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, no, he needs to finish it one
It
day.
was a horrible song, I thought, but I mean,
Hey,
Good
those are the
idea.
ones that could make it, though. You never know.
Yeah. It was like 49 beer cans up on the wall, but when Dad would come over, we'd have to hide them all. Like there was some like real life lyrics in there. So I'm like, yeah, you need to write that one day.
Well, what do you say your favorite song is? So Caleb's a singer-songwriter, Gage songwriter.
Caleb has recorded 2 songs that I wrote, and
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
Keeping the lights on around here.
What's your biggest song? Is it the newest one?
I'd say Buckler the Bride is probably one of the top 3. And then Loner. Loner's climbed the charts. And then Hammer Down, the one he wrote, that one's a top 3 as far as streams go. One of my favorite ones is obviously our beach song. That trop rock version is, I mean,
Yeah, Watch Me Go. It hit number 1 on a couple like Americana charts.
yeah, like it even branched out of my normal.
Yeah, what
And then
went
it-
number
it-
3 on Spotify or something.
Yeah, and then it did some really cool stuff down in like Australia and Brazil and like places where you wouldn't normally expect.
Yeah, that's what blew my mind when you started talking about how many cities in Australia were on
Yeah,
the top.
three of the
10
top 5 cities were
Really?
Brisbane, Sydney, and
Melbourne.
Melbourne, Australia. Like along with Dallas, Fort
I
Worth,
would have
and
never
Houston.
thought about that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, but it was neat, and it was cool to see that when we put that song out here, it was actually wintertime in Australia. So I'm kind of curious to see how,
If it transitions,
like when the world keeps spinning and they get a little summertime
So it's
down there.
summer in Australia right now, so it ought to be.
That's when
picking
it
up.
should pop. So I was talking to Lauren, my fiance, about this the other day. Like, how weird would it be growing up and Christmas is in dead of summer
Dead of
every
summer.
year?
I think they should move Christmas to summer, just personally, or to February.
I know,
at
but
least.
Santa's in like all the big coats and everything. It wouldn't
Santa
make
would be
sense.
in, like,
he'd be
Some
sweating.
swimmies and some
Yeah. So how do the kids in the
tank
southern
top swimmies with
hemisphere
his hat on.
see Santa Claus in the big fur coat and everything to delivering presents? You know, I guess since he's from the North Pole, it makes sense that he's all bundled up. But
You can take your coat off though.
yeah, does he put his trunks on when he passes the equator, or what?
I don't know.
Things that keep me up at
I
night.
might have to chat GPT though.
So before we started, you were asking me about where do you hear your songs and other independent artist songs around here? And I said 92.5 The Ranch. That's our red dirt station around here. Fort Worth has 95.9 The Ranch. I don't know if they're sister stations or what, but for a while, every time I turned on the radio this summer, Watch Me Go came on.
Really?
I mean, every single time. And I don't know how many times people sent me a picture of the dash in their car showing Watch Me Go, or called me and said it was on.
Well, think about how much different it is now, because I don't know the last time I've turned a radio on, like an FM, AM, or Sirius, nothing. I mean, literally, when I get in my vehicle, I play my like songs, and I don't really expand.
The music world nowadays, it's multifaceted and then some, because when we were kiddos, they didn't have streaming. They had good CD sales, a good radio promoter, come to live shows, and now everything hinges so much on social media, like everybody's watching today, and doing it organically, yet hitting just the right type of engagement, hooks, and then also trying not to overdo it on ads. There's so many people out there that's one reason I love y'all's show too, is because y'all's following is 100% organic, and there's so many people that I feel like can fluff stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that engagement's going to come back around. So it may look good, but at the end of the day, like what I do for a living, it's butts and seats that matter. And, that's kind of something you can't fake at the end of the day.
Well, our stuff's pretty uncut. I mean, we have to edit out. Like, one thing when we started, we're not going to cuss on this thing, which
We
can't with grand watching.
Well, we've narrowed it down to a few words now because it's hard.
It's hard. I mean, but we're not going to let a whole lot of profanity be, and we're not going to promote that. I mean, I smoke cigarettes, and a lot of people don't like that. And Blazes vape. I mean,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're a bad influence on life.
Well, I mean, we all have our vices, so that's mine. It could be worse.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be so.
Things are not that bad. I don't think we can say that word on here.
I feel like it's fine. So, like, do you feel like back in the day?
You could have said opioids or something.
Yeah, opioid confessions.
That's what everybody does. So, you feel like back in the day, it was easier for artists because of like CD sales, stuff like that.
I think
the radio.
You came along after CDs. My bad.
That's my ashtray confessions.
That's my last one for the night.
Yeah, aromatherapy confessions.
Well, CDs. Have you ever had a CD? Have you made a CD?
And it's been like 10 years since I made a CD. During my first chapter of this, I printed some CDs from the first EP, and
did you really?
Yeah, I sold like 100 CDs, which was cool, but
Hammer Down was probably on there.
Well, no, it was before that.
Really?
It was the archive stuff that I deleted from the internet. Nobody can find anymore. Like
why did you delete it?
Honestly, the stuff was good, but comparatively to what I'm putting out now, like when we had relaunched the Caleb Young band and stuff like that in 2019, it was like, and then now Caleb Young, we're back to just single artist deal. But I don't know. It was just one of those things. I was like, yeah, I kind of want a second stab at some of those, so I'll just pull them off. And
I liked running on you though.
Yeah, everybody did. And I've got a couple of things I need to put out on YouTube for that one.
I was going to ask you, because we filmed a music video here a few years ago,
right?
And I haven't seen it yet. And if we need to cut this out, we can.
No, I'm working on so I'd redone it and kind of laid it over the top of it, but then everything just I just kept moving on to other songs that I felt like were more on brand. But then I've had so many people. I even had a couple the other day ask, "Hey, what happened to that song?" Because they used to live in Abilene. Now they live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and so. It's kind of a cool thing to see, though, because, and I'll tell all the younger artists too, like, be really careful on what you put out first, because the first thing people hear of you is going to be the first thing they equate you to. Like, I'm never for the rest of my life going to get away 100% from running on you, at least not in this part of the world, because so many people that jumped on the fan wagon early and supported me as the local boy, like, they love that song. Of course, it's about here. I mean, it's about everything we did in high school, back road, and
Yeah.
Walking into memories, in and out of memories, Churchcraft's parking lot stuff, the Y, making the drag, like all those things, which are tied into the video.
A lot of people here though, they see you put that out and they're like proud.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna do it. We're gonna put it on YouTube for people to watch that video.
Yeah, I'd love to see that video on YouTube. And this was the other question I was going to ask. What's your biggest platform? Is it Spotify, YouTube,
Honestly,
Amazon Music?
the highest engagement, like per view, is TikTok.
Really?
So I'm at about 15% on my.
We don't have that.
Oh, y'all need it. Yeah, I've added about 1,500 real human being followers in the last 2 months on TikTok. Just hitting it a couple times a day, being myself. It's a really cool platform.
So, can we say where you live?
San Antonio, Texas. Yes.
Okay,
You can.
so in San Antonio, do you hear your music on the radio down there?
No,
Is
because I'm
there-
like Blaze.
You just don't.
And
listen to
honestly,
radio?
I'll probably sound terrible, but I don't listen to much music.
I
know that's
so you do a podcast when you get in the car or something like that.
Yeah, well, I probably sound like a psychopath, but a lot of times when I'm alone, I just ride in silence. Like my brain is so busy, or like I've already got a tune in my head of my own that I'm working on. That a lot of times when I get to pick up or anything by myself, that's usually when I get to respect the silence.
Well, this was the Ashtray Confessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be a psycho for that. That is wild. Just sit
Yeah.
there.
Well, when I'm in the like if I'm driving from I have to drive an hour for parts every now and then, and that's when I have to return all the phone calls that
Well,
I
that's
missed when my hands were full of grease or whatever. There's a lot of times I can't answer the phone. I got to call everybody back. But that and podcasts. I listen to podcasts. If I listen to music, it's on YouTube normally because I can just
Really?
Yeah, I'm a YouTube.
Oh, that's psychopath.
No, because
That might be worse.
well, think about when we were growing up. We'd
you
turn
can't
on.
lock your phone though and continue to listen.
Well,
That's my issue with it.
so go back to when we were kids. When mom was cleaning the house or whatever, she'd turn on CMT,
Yeah.
and we'd sit there and watch those music videos. In the music videos,
I love music.
I love them as much as the music because it was like a whole nother. It's like you had this picture in your head, but then that's the picture that they made.
Yeah, I always
And-
enjoyed those. Everybody's Vivo channels back in the day.
Yeah.
Shoot, that was 15 years ago now. But that was the good stuff.
See, I have a 90-mile drive to work every day.
You have to have some music.
Oh, I blare it. That's what gets me going. Like,
I feel that.
gets me ready for the day. It's just blaring music.
Well, I mean, I listen to Spotify because it's like if I want to hear a Texas country mix or what. Of course, I don't pay for my Spotify. I've got the free app, and it just throws out all the random stuff. So if I type in Caleb Young,
Yeah, you get
I get a mix of stuff that's similar.
Yeah.
And I might hear a Caleb Young song, but I might not.
It's like old school Pandora.
Yeah.
See, I never had that.
You never had Pandora?
I've had Spotify and YouTube.
You missed the whole like 5-6
That's-
years section there where Pandora was the thing.
For that was probably the 5 or 6 years right out of high school when I didn't have money to subscribe to anything. So.
Yeah, that fits
Just
the time
guessing.
frame. But
Cracking me up. Well, so everybody's behind the times around here is kind of what I'm figuring out.
Well, Blaze has figured out on the podcast deal that a computer to me might as well be rocket science.
Yeah.
I don't work with
I
computers.
know. Why isn't this video edited? Like we finished 2 hours ago. It's 11 o'clock. What do you want me to do? Like,
Well, I have picked up on the editing a little bit.
yeah, I just
Let's not get into all that though. All right. So how did you get into music?
Well, I when I was living out in the Permian, it was introduced to a buddy that
Okay.
had been in bands and guitar.
Can I
playing.
time out here?
What's up?
It had to start before that because I lived with you before that, and you sang constantly.
Okay.
You gotta go back to that.
I used to sing all the time to all the songs, copycat all the things. It's kind of a party trick. I've always enjoyed singing. I used to, even when I played college baseball up in Lubbock, they would tell me I was on the wrong bus. If I ever sang on the bus, they'd be like, dude, you need to be on the choir bus. Like, give me a hard time. So, yeah. And then it wasn't until like mid 2010s that I met a buddy who had been in some bands and I could sing and he could put a band together, and so just kind of turned into something.
So are you signed with a record label right now?
I am partnered up with Mirrorball Studios in Lubbock, Texas. One of my best buds. We do all of our recording and our production up there, and then
In Lubbock?
Okay. And we've got a really tight knit group of guys that he calls in from Nashville to phone some stuff in for us, and I felt very, very blessed for those relationships because it's top notch quality, and I just have to rise to the occasion after they bring some awesome stuff to the mix. So
there's been a lot of big artists come out of Lubbock.
Yeah,
like it's crazy that scene over there. Like starting out Blue Light, and then everybody's worked their way up. Like a lot of people have, not everyone.
No, there's quite a few of them. It's a good spot. I got Cotton Fest and all those awesome things up that way. So
I didn't realize how big of a deal Cotton Fest was until like last year. Everybody was talking.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, it'd be right up your alley, especially because it's what it's named, Cotton Fest.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to get out of the cotton growing business.
Oh, so well, never mind.
I need to switch to something that makes money. So.
Okay. Well, Milo Fest, we'll start that.
Milo will work.
No, yeah, it's been a great deal. We've been hard at it for the last couple of years, just trying to put out consistent material. And then it's, I guess to give you a little nugget, like back when we were all growing up, you'd have your favorite artist put out a CD once a year, every other year of 12 songs.
Yeah.
You go to Walmart, go buy it. Nowadays, the new norm is like putting out a song or a single every 6 to 8 weeks. Like that's
nobody drops albums. Like,
no, unless they're a Morgan Wallen or a Cody Johnson, and they can throw out 37 songs.
It's not required anymore, though.
No, it's a single-driven world. People love albums still, but as far as like, you could put out an album, but basically you would have to be like pushing a new song every 6 to 8 weeks as far as when you're trying to come up and be discovered.
I mean, making a profit though on songs is, I feel like a single would.
Oh, nowadays that's the part I was kind of getting at earlier. Back when people could sell CDs and people would actually come to shows, and we weren't competing with the internet and all the other things, streams. There was more money in it. Now you're making your money off of merch or people buying a ticket and coming to see you at shows. So I stress to everybody out there, if you have a local artist you like to go see, go support them, because that's how they end up.
Buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt, go buy a ticket, stream their music. They get like a half a penny per stream or a quarter of a penny. Yeah, it's something nuts.
So
like you got to literally stream a song like 5 times before somebody makes a penny on it. So
speaking of shirts, would you hand me my jacket, please? I'm talking to our secretary right now, and I've been trying to motion. All right, sorry about that. It's freezing in here, and I had to get a jacket. So.
I mean, we'll just edit it out. No, we took it.
Well, I said.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wearing a jacket now.
Okay. Anywho.
And where were we at? Okay, so
I don't know.
You get started in singing when you were out in the Midland, Odessa area.
yeah.
How did it progress from there?
Oh, so the first show I actually ever did in public was here in Anson. They had a song swap, and we had it out on the town square in front of the hardware store. No, not the hardware store. The pharmacy.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, Chamber of Commerce, whatever the words are. Anyway, and Della Rose, love those chicks. They were a part of it.
We're trying to get them on here.
You should, guys.
Shout out to Della Rose.
So
we're trying to get y'all to come on here.
Already?
No, they were. That was back when they were just individual artists.
That was before Della Rose.
Yeah, that was before they officially teamed up. And anyway, I was so nervous. Like I was like, hey, everybody. just vibrato in my voice just from talking because I was so nervous. I was all shaky. Didn't know how to talk between songs. Like I was 23, 24 years old back then. And then, 23. And then I remember Trey Goza coming up to me and he gave me a tip because it was just a free town thing. Like nobody paid anybody. And I remember him handing me $20. He said, here, that's for my next ticket because I know the next time we see you, it probably won't be free. And I'll never forget that. Yeah, that was always a cool thing.
That was the first dollar you ever made singing.
Yeah, was Trey Goza.
So you'll remember that.
Yeah, I'll always remember that. Like he walked up to me and tipped me and just said, here, this is for my next show ticket. because I know the next time we all get to come see you, you won't be free.
How long did you sing before you got a band?
Oh, I'd say like 2 or 3, 4 months before I finally started kind of scrounging together the first part of a band. And then I guess that first project, 8 months total before I had to step away from it for a couple of years. And then coming back into the fold, 2018, end of the year, started putting the same guys, or actually some newer guys together that had been around for a while. And we all jammed together for about 2 or 3 years. And then it was kind of, my experience so far has kind of been like the end of Sandlot, where everybody starts to have their fade out when they're in the.
So is that everyone in your band? Is that like their full-time deal?
So currently the guys that I've got with me full-time, they all have day jobs, but they're all like self-employed / like one of them's a photographer, which is a really awesome job. One's a realtor, one works remotely. So like everybody's
like super flexible.
Yeah. They're able to obviously subsidize their income, but then like if we have something going, they're all phenomenal musicians. And then they're just as crazy as I am about chasing this down. So you got to have that.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot of it too. Like finding a group of people that can like build something with you.
It'd be hard to find a bunch of factory workers or something that could do it. That it's like, well, this is our schedule and we cannot change it.
Yeah, it's definitely been, and I've had to work around some phenomenal guys that have had those anchors, I guess, so to speak. Hell, I was one of them. All those years in the oil field. I mean, I was riding 2 horses with one ass for several years, just trying to figure out where I could be 100% in here or there. And then after the oil field and I decided a couple of years back to back, it was done with me. Just in 2023, that summer, I just moved down to San Antonio, and about 2 months after we got there, I had a phone call that they'd laid off our sales team. So here I am, like trying to figure out, we just moved into this new part of the world from West Texas, going down there for that company, new adventure on my hands, so to speak. Lots of uncertainty and excitement all in one. But anyway, make a long story short, dude, I applied for like literally 100 jobs, 111 jobs. I've got them documented. Couldn't get a single interview.
There was also 20,000 other people that just got laid off applying for the
Dude,
same
I'm telling
jobs.
you, like anything from, I grew up plumbing. Y'all know that. Like anything from a plumbing company to Milo's Sweet Tea to doing chemical and being in the oil field again. Couldn't get a single interview. So at that point, I was just like, that's where chapter 2 of this music career kicked in for me, like full speed ahead. And been doing it full time ever since.
On the oil field topic, I joined in 2014.
Yeah.
And it was a bust right after I joined. And but I came from the prison. I was working at a prison, and I was working like 15, 20 hours a week, making almost double what I was making.
Nights on top of that.
Like my income doubled, and I was working like 15 hours a week. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I love it being a bust.
Yeah. I don't know if we've got into that on here, like when you're living with me while you were at the prison when we were remodeling the house.
Oh, I would run the air conditioner and you drive about it.
So Blaze was paying rent, and it actually cost me money. Even with it cost me money for him to live there because my electric bill went up $300 a month.
I paid $150 plus a third of the bills.
Yeah, that was not covering the electric bill.
That was a pretty good deal. I mean, it's fair.
That house is 120 years old. There's no insulation.
See, you should have caught him when I caught him. I lived with him on Avenue K.
Needed
Party at the K, house. Baby. We actually used to have a gang sign.
He probably didn't charge you rent.
I don't remember. I think he just charged me friendship.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
I would have paid rent.
No, you were paying.
I think I did. I paid you
with the bills or something.
It was a few $100, something to keep us afloat. But back then, I remember you bought that house for like $40K, flipped it. You bought it.
I think I bought it for like 15, but then I
put 40 in it. Yeah, that's what it was.
And
so his mortgage wasn't very high, but dude, that was back when you were definitely working. But I was going to school, trying to go to school and work with my dad, and then he was working for like $8 an hour back then, just humping it.
Well, his first Goodyear farming was in that house because I remember you had that safe and you showed me all this cash at the house. I was like, oh my god, farming's it.
Farming's
I
it.
don't know if it came from farming. It was probably because I tarp modules and
Oh,
I
yeah,
mowed
baby.
yards. I delivered newspaper. I did.
We've got some good
I
memories on
did
tarping
every
modules.
side job I could find just to.
He would pay me hourly tarping modules, and I didn't know he was getting it by the module till like a year later.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hey, it's trickle down economics.
Yeah.
There
Baby.
you go. Man, we got some good memories on tarping.
that's fun though.
We got good memories all over this
It
town.
used
Some
to
we
be
can
fun
share, some we can't.
until you hit 30. Then it's not fun anymore.
No,
I'm still in my 20s. I'm
Yeah.
good. I got 2 more months.
2 more months, baby.
How old is your fiance?
She's in her 30s.
Oh,
Oh,
cougar.
really? Right.
I didn't realize. I didn't know for a long time that she was older than
I
you.
wanted a little wisdom in my life, so I was like, older woman.
That's the way to be.
what I mean?
Yeah.
She helped me. She
I got one like that. Too much wisdom on my end. That's my problem.
You got a cougar too?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Yeah. She keeps me in line. I always tell her all the time, "Damn, you're hot for an old lady."
Whenever,
How's that
whenever we're
work for
still
you?
alive and
It
we're
works
both
out good.
widows,
What's that?
when we're both still alive and we're both widows because we have old cougars,
I know I know it.
we're going to be wild on those.
My wife's younger. I won't be able to. So
She
going to that.
probably
Going to
come back and haunt you for sure.
Going to the.
Mine will.
Okay.
Until we go to Angel Fire.
Woohoo!
So we're talking about Caleb saying we all need to loosen up a little bit.
Just loosen. I'm just kidding.
What? I won't say how he phrased it, but one of our guests, I was talking about how we all grew up celebrities in this town just because everybody knows everybody and we're all celebrities a little bit. As long as we're in this county, we're celebrities. But if we go anywhere else, nobody cares. But as long as we're in this county, we're celebrities.
All right, I got thoughts on that though. You said that for one. You're the one who said that, not a guest. And like,
No, I did say that.
It's your option if you feed into that. You can be your own person and not.
You're
care
still
what,
going to be a celebrity in your
I know,
small
but you
town. there.
cannot care what people think. That is a personal decision. Like, honestly, unless somebody's like emotionally connected to me, financially connected to me, I don't care what they think. And I think the world needs more of that.
Well,
Everybody's sensitive.
that
now.
sounds
Hey, other
good.
than Jesus, that's it.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But
we live in
that above all. But
Yeah. Hey,
We
but outside
live,
of that,
we live in the
Who
cancel
cares?
culture now, though. And I've got several businesses that I'm trying to run. And
you can sell your hate to somebody with an open mind. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, yeah.
Nobody's buying cotton anyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want our podcast to get canceled. You know,
you
the
can
first
maybe
year that
you
it's
can maybe
out.
get like a. You can cut this part out if you want to, but you can like just get like a. I think that trench
I
coat
don't-
looks great on you.
Thank you.
You want to see the red one?
I got it on. Oh yeah.
No, I was just kidding. No,
I've
don't break
got
that.
it.
bad
It's
boy.
in that room, right?
You should put the red one on. Cut all this. The whole first hour of this show. Take it out. We're gonna really start it right now.
All right, come on.
Let's go. Put the
Give me
red.
red one.
Put the red trench coat
I'm
on
just
and some
kidding.
sunshades
You
like
want me to
Randy
put the red
Travis.
one on?
I was joking.
Macho Man, Randy
I
Savage.
do love Randy.
Come on, it
Travis.
girl. Get it, boy.
I'm just gonna leave my trench coat on because I'm cold.
No, you're ready.
Randy Travis is going on tour.
What?
By the way,
Randy Travis
With
can't
his
even
AI
talk.
voice.
no, he's going on tour. Him and
I love that guy, but
I think his wife.
I
I
want to
thought he
meet
couldn't
him.
talk.
He seems like a pure light in this world. I hate what happened to him. He has had a couple of bangers come out in the last 2 years that they've.
Randy Travis?
Yeah,
Are we
I
talking
haven't
about
heard
the
his
same
new
guy?
stuff.
one that
I-
stroked out.
Yeah, I thought he couldn't sing or talk or
Can't.
anything.
They created like an AI voice off of somebody.
He's got a great set of
And it
ears.
sounds really good.
So it's not him singing.
No,
I
it was
gotta
somebody
see.
else, and they laid over an AI track over this guy's vocal cord.
How's he going on tour then?
I don't know. Just 4 wheels at a time. But
Okay, we gotta cut.
You have to be real careful about what you say and what you do. As far as talking about politics or point of
Religion.
view, religion point. Of course, religion. We're from
I ain't worried about
Texas,
the religion
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, our part of the world's different than like.
If we lived in California,
I don't shy away from talking about Jesus ever.
I don't care.
I don't talk about the red, white, and blue stuff as much, but I'll talk about.
What are you talking about, like America stuff?
Yeah, I don't talk like Democrat, Republican stuff, but I'll talk Jesus all day long.
What do you think about Black Lives Matter?
I think it's
I think if anybody, I'll say this in a politically correct answer because in case you keep this on there, I think anybody that researches where they actually used all the funds for that organization, hopefully it'll open their eyes up to both sides of the train track have a lot of crazy stuff going on. And at the end of the day, my biggest philosophy in life is like we need to be planting seeds for one another, not plucking each other's weeds and like focusing on, I don't know, sounding kind of hippie right now, but like loving one another and just seeing through the differences and having an open mind. Like you just were about to say, we grew up in Bible Belt, Southern Baptist, Church of Christ, Methodist. We're red all the way through, unless you're an old school yellow dog Democrat. But that was the farmers back in the day. Stuff's changed.
Well, see, I still don't consider myself a Republican. I still.
No, I'm probably libertarian.
I
if you want me to air that out for everybody.
Johnson, greatest presidential candidate of all time.
Probably not. I mean, I'm pretty.
See, I was a Ben Carson guy back in the day.
See, Ben Carson would have been a good.
Gage loves him too.
Yeah, I thought he should have been the vice president.
He would have been a great option.
Well, I said the first that election, I was like, Trump's gonna win. Gage liked Ben Johnson a lot. I didn't even like Trump at that point.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Yeah, he was great.
But I didn't. I said Trump was going to win. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Well, one thing I liked about Ben Carson, he did not shy away from talking about his faith in front of everybody.
And he was just like a brain surgeon.
Yeah, brain surgeon.
But
like no education at all.
Well, the problem with him was when you listened to him talk, you thought he was going to fall asleep in front of the microphone. And then you got Trump on the other end of the stage.
He's great on the
yelling,
microphone.
just saying whatever he thought.
He's a good debater. Really good debater.
He's good at sound bites. You know, you'd be in jail or, you know, whatever other crazy thing.
He's done the entertainment forever, though. You know what I mean?
Like, he's excellent at it.
Speaking of jail, how did we not ever go to jail?
I was a good guy.
Yeah, you were.
From day one.
Sure you were.
I got my first ever ticket this year.
Did you really? Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
the first ever.
You're the one with clean,
on the way to Port Aransas. That was the first ticket I've had in my life.
Okay.
You're a clean cut guy.
Y'all were with me when I got my first ticket.
Yeah, where were we?
We were in Brownfield, Texas, headed back from Ruidoso.
Ooh, we got to tell the folks about that.
Okay, I did not drink.
Nope.
And I got sobriety tested.
Yep.
You
want to know why?
That's because we're in my
places-
Tahoe.
No, because he was sitting in the back seat. Y'all were fighting. I'll never forget it. Y'all were fighting straight up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only part of the whole show that matters. Y'all were kicking. You were kicking the crap out of the back of his chair, like thumping him. He's like trying to punch you in the back seat. We just got off of this guy. We show up at his house on Avenue K. Call you. He goes, I think I want to go skiing. I was like, okay, when are we going? He's like, let's go tomorrow. I was like, what do you mean tomorrow? He's like, let's leave tonight. Like, let's be there tomorrow.
So our deal was like, well, if we leave at midnight, we
Yeah.
only have to get a hotel
Well,
room
we were-
for one night.
We were waiting on him.
And I drove us there. You said, wake me up at Ruidoso down. As I
No.
You
We
up
all-
to Ruidoso.
You did. You pulled some weight for sure, but we
Yeah,
jumped in your. What was that thing?
It was like a 98 Tahoe with 20-inch
It was
blade
a
rims on it.
two-door. I mean,
That was a cool Tahoe. though.
It was.
the
Without the
two-door-
rims, it was cool.
The 20-inch ribs is what got me sobriety tested.
well, no, it
And-
was the fact you were swerving because you were trying to knock the hell out of him while he's kicking your chair.
Well, he probably deserved
I'm filming
it.
y'all, like doing what I do, instigating, right? Like right now. And then we get.
You do instigate.
I love it. I love it.
There's no doubt
Me and
about
Gage been
that.
getting along for a minute now.
I know. I don't want to
Yeah.
start anything.
Well, when we were younger, we didn't get along that good. Just 'cause
No, y'all did not. Y'all
We-
were about as
we
good
were
as cats and dogs.
totally opposite, but
Y'all still are. That's why you make a good podcast.
we are opposite. But I mean, we're both
Let's talk about Windows.
grown up now. We're talking about what?
I'm just kidding.
Windmills?
I'm talking.
I
I'm
don't
kidding.
like windmills.
I know. I'm kidding. I was about to get y'all on something.
Let's not get
I'm
into
kidding.
the renewable energy.
Solar's great. But
So we got.
You can farm around the windmill. Again.
So we got pulled over, and you get sobriety tested.
Well, the state trooper walks up to the window and he says, "Where y'all headed?" Caleb says, "Abilene." Blaze says, "Hamlin." I said, "Anson."
Yeah,
All at the same time, and he's like, "Huh? Won't you step out of the vehicle, Mr. Thomas?"
Well, especially the craziness. So we left that night. By the time we picked you up, we left that night at what, 10 or 11 p.m. It's an 8-hour drive. We drive all night long. We pull up to the slopes. I'll never forget that. About 8 a.m. the next morning.
Oh, we had to get chains on the tires.
Had to get chains on the tires below the
and
slopes.
they were
'cause
hard to find for those rims.
we went to 3 different spots to get chains on the tires because we couldn't find chains. I'll never forget all the little. Gage kept commenting, "Man, these little bear statues out of wood are sure cute." Like they were like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy one of them for our front porch." I'm like,
And I did buy one.
"You did?"
I still got it somewhere.
And
No?
we got the chains.
Dog cheese?
Finally made it up the hill, and I say hill, mountain, and then got to Angel Fire. Oh, that's right,
Sierra Blanca.
Sierra Blanca. Okay, and I'll never forget. You guys were supposed to teach me how to snowboard. We get up the first lift. I'll never forget this. Y'all were supposed to teach me. We get up the first lift. I'm sitting in the middle, and we
Did
get
we not?
both of y'all's face plant. Boom. And I ride my board down the middle, and I thought,
That's my teacher.
I was like, this is not a good sign right here. Like both of my snowboard teachers just.
Oh, yeah, we grew up doing this. We got this.
I've never been so sore in my life. I remember we got off the mountain at like 4 p.m. We'd done it all day long. And then we were like, we'll just take a nap. Remember that? We were like, we'll just take like an hour nap and we'll go eat lunch or supper. And we all wake up. It's like 9 p.m.
I still had all my.
You said, like, dude, you like you were
snow pants and your jacket.
all three of us.
You
in
was
one
down in
room.
the bed.
yard darted,
Still
face down in
wearing
the
your
pillow,
skis.
ski bibs on. And then we crashed out till like 10 p.m. I'll never forget that, waking up. And it was like we slept the whole day away. And we got up, went to some it was like a Waffle House. Y'all remember that? I can't remember what it was called, but
It's been so.
I was a kid.
It seems
It's
so
wild
long ago.
that mom let me go.
well, you were
It
with
takes
responsible
Our
adults.
vehicle or my vehicle.
Your vehicle.
It was 60. I was.
Why didn't we take my car?
It was a
Gas
single
mileage.
cab. It was a single cab. that
Single
Ford
cab Ford, remember?
with a big ass dent inside.
Oh, there's
Right
only
on.
3 of us.
It was something about having the back seat. I remember that
Yeah.
putting our luggage, and you were like gas mileage. This thing only gets 10 miles a gallon.
That thing did suck in gas mileage because I got it at one point.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's wild. Mom let me go as a 16-year-old. Like, oh, you can go with your 19-year-old brother.
I was,
to
the,
Rio
I was
Dose.
the trustworthy kid, though.
Yeah, remember?
That's because you never got taught.
No, that's because
as
I was
far
cared
as
about what
mom
people
knew,
think.
I was a very trustworthy kid.
I'm saying,
In reality, I was
you were
What-
pretty
what?
trustworthy.
a very trustworthy kid.
I mean, you were having fun in the backgrounds, but I mean,
Well, you can have fun without dancing outside of the lines. I mean,
you can
I would say that was what I was best at.
having fun.
dancing outside of the line.
Painting my own. I was definitely like, if there was something to be done where we wouldn't be in trouble, but it was like wholesome fun, like mattress surfing. Y'all's cousin Luke. That was some of the funnest things me and Luke used to go do, is like cut a hole in mattresses we'd find in a bar ditch and like mattress surf behind the pickup. Like if there was something to do in that regard, we did it. Like as far as all the toking it up or all that, we didn't do a lot of that. But if there was a thing to go stick tannerite underneath, like yeah, we were doing that.
Well, I mean,
Farm boy stuff.
we were doing that outside of our house on a piece of plywood for
Yeah.
the longest time, and
Yeah, I would pull you and our stepbrother out
behind the
around
4-wheeler
with-
on a piece of plywood, like on a tow rope, and it, like you're pulling a tube,
Yeah,
and you crash out and roll on the ground.
yeah.
But kids don't do stuff
I
like that
never
anymore.
rode the plywood. I was always pulling y'all.
Oh, I
around.
know.
I didn't want to get hurt.
I was pulling a cinder block behind my dirt bike just
Why?
to imitate what you were doing with that piece of plywood. And I slammed on my brakes one time, and that cinder block flew right by my head, and I was like, oh, not doing that anymore. But I was trying to be like you, big brother.
Well, Hey,
I love
can't go
you.
wrong there.
I love you.
So on not our anniversary, our honeymoon, we went snow skiing, and I told my wife, I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been doing this my whole life. I mean, it's nothing to it. I'll teach you how to do it. You've never been to the mountains, I got you." It's like the first slope we get to, she's waiting at the bottom, and I'm sliding down on my butt because I am not good at it.
Leonidas is terrible though. Like snow wise, like
It's like ice. It's not snow.
it's so much different than anywhere else. Like
It's not the powdery snow that you're used to.
No.
It's just ice.
Yeah, that
the
was what I
fall,
remember.
the falls hurt worse there.
I was so
Well,
sore.
that's all I ever did was fall, and that's the only slopes I've ever been to for snow skiing.
You need to go
Grand
to
Elsa.
like Colorado, Angel Fire, or somewhere else because it like changed. Like
But
3 years ago, I went 70 miles an hour on my snowboard every
how do you know that?
because I have an app that tells me.
There's
And
an app
so
for
You
that.
were looking at your app.
And that, like you don't do it while you're going,
Oh.
but like anywhere else, it's like
He's all
It's-
yelling at his
it's-
wrist.
If I'm going 70 miles an hour on a snowboard, the last thing I do is look at my phone.
I wasn't looking at my phone. All right, we're cutting that out. But like
I
honestly,
was just saying, I wouldn't take a selfie while I'm snowboarding down the mountain. Yeah.
what Lauren? What
Tell the world about.
we went to Red River after I did. I have like my own snowboard and stuff.
Yeah, baby.
We went to Red River after 2 days at Angel Fire, and it was not good snow. It wasn't, you know
Okay,
that.
but before you
Y'all were
thought
on
I wasn't
skis.
gonna be good, you thought I wasn't gonna like know anything about anything.
Remember that?
Well, I busted ass and slid on my ass for a second, and Lauren.
It
pulls
wasn't
up-
a second. It was all the way down.
Y'all
the
get in
mountain.
here.
Lauren,
Come on.
she like Lauren pulls up and
Just get in here.
Lauren pulls up, throws snow on me. She's like, "If you wanted to slide, we could have gone."
And I sprayed snow on him. He slid all the way
Skiing's
down
like
the mountain,
10
and I was
times
like,
easier than
So, you growing up, I mean, you're my friend growing up, but do you have a story about either one of us you want to tell? And then, of course, I got to tell a Caleb Young story.
Oh man. Am I allowed to tell some of those stories? That's the biggest question.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell mine first.
Yeah, go for it.
Gauge
Here we go.
says, and you can pick which story you're gonna
Yeah,
tell.
here we go.
So, for whatever reason, Caleb was driving my pickup one day. I don't know how it happened like this, but Caleb's driving my. It was supposed to rain. We had a
furniture.
we had a couch in the back of the pickup. I wasn't in the pickup, and I don't know why I wasn't. But we're moving a couch to the house on Avenue K, and Caleb is speeding down the alley behind the house and just smacks the neighbor's dog.
The
It was in
dog.
that-
Yeah,
It was in that big old Ford that got 10 miles a gallon.
runs over the dog. Of course, the dog just squealed and ran back to the house. He was fine, but the neighbors were outside, just like, "Hey, you ran over my dog!" And Caleb says, "Well, he shouldn't have been out in the alley."
No, I didn't even realize it because that big old 1-ton, I was just like, what is that?
It was
And then-
standard too.
It was standard. So I was like, I
He's
didn't
going
feel it.
like 30
So
miles
they're in
an
their
hour.
backyard. No, I didn't have to say anything. Gran was already right there. Y'all's grandmother was already right there. We both know that honey badger ain't scared to mix up.
That was the worst one to be right there.
So
will
she was
pop the
there.
neighbor.
Gage was like walking around y'all's fence row, going into the backyard. I turned the corner. I come right around. That dog just jumps out in front, and I didn't even see him because he was on this side.
But I
And it was just like a little-
I was walking around from the front of the house. I remember you saying, "Well, it should have been out in the alley." Yeah.
I don't remember saying that, but I believe you. I guess.
Oh yeah,
That he had Gran in the front
Oh,
line talking.
Yeah.
I remember your
Yeah,
grandmother
I
saying
told-
that. I don't remember saying
I
anything
told
because I was
both
just
of y'all, I was
like,
like, I have to live here. This is my
I lived
house.
there with you.
I know, but you didn't have to live
There
there.
was
I
still
did.
an electricity
Ride or die.
from you.
No, that was different.
It was water.
Here's
No,
the
it
other
was
part of
different.
that. So we have that happen, and then I think like 2 weeks later they amputate its leg. I felt terrible because I did not say that. Your grandmother said that.
Yeah. Well,
And then I think like 2 months after that, it got bit by a rattlesnake. So then they like named it Lucky. And
Okay,
that's what he started
Lost
somewhere,
another leg.
somewhere in the middle of all that,
Poor boy. That's all I got to say.
I walked into Subway to get a sandwich, and I could hear the people making the sandwiches back there. When I walked in, they said, "That's him. That's the guy that's running over all them dogs." I was like, "It wasn't even me."
It wasn't on purpose.
See, my favorite story that I've heard about Caleb, I wasn't there for this, but he got pulled over for speeding, and it was going from like 55 to 70, and the cop said, if you can throw a rock to that speed limit sign, then I won't give you a ticket. You told me that story about Caleb, which I don't know if that's
It was
true.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you told me that like 10 years ago.
I forgot all. Did you make a rock to the side?
Yeah, we had that little, the warning deal, and it tells everybody when they're coming into town. I don't know how far from it, but I remember him saying something because I was like apologizing to him, but that was back in my baseball days. We didn't get a ticket. That's how I remember. We did a lot of things, man. I'll tell you what, everything we've done, I feel like there could be a pretty decent movie made out of a lot of the junk.
Well, it's a good thing there wasn't cameras all the time back then.
Well, you can't do nothing now without being on camera.
Nope.
Well, I mean, even if somebody has a camera, they don't have to post it, but everybody posts.
if
everything
something
now,
happens to make you look bad or to incriminate you or anything, it's going to get posted or it's going to get put on the internet somehow.
Back then, I would have had a ton of great content and like wild and out content, but I also would have probably been in trouble for one or two
Canceled.
things.
Oh,
You'd have been
it was all
canceled, too.
hilarious. I mean, the stuff, whenever we lived in that house on Avenue K, I mean, that was some of the best times of my life. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
it was.
I liked when you're in that little house, that little tiny house.
Yeah.
Good memories there too. Right after high school, you graduated that day and moved your stuff out, went into that house. I'll never forget that.
Well, I mean, I was ready to get back to Anson and get back to.
Hey, it's the Mecca.
I mean, yeah, it's the center of the universe. And I've said that my whole life. That
You didn't love Hamlin, like honestly.
No,
I love Hamlin.
I love Hamlin.
I love this.
but
I love Jones County. I mean,
Jones County's great.
this to me, Jones County is still the center of the universe.
I mean, Hamlin's
This
in
is-
Jones County.
Okay, I mean Hamlin's fine.
They have like a lot of young people there.
Yeah.
now.
I like old Hamlin, Texas. Oh, Greg Pigston for you plumbing.
I thought he retired.
Nope.
No,
Still hard at it.
he's always at the golf course.
I'll give him their phone number in a minute.
He's always at the golf course. He's retired.
He's a superintendent.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
mowing.
He ain't got time for no plumbing.
Did you need to go see that old Greg? He talking about a guy that could instigate some stuff.
Oh, I know. I've seen him at the golf course.
You know, it's clean stuff, but old Greg used to be fun back in his long days. And he had to be a dad to me because I was a chip off the old block. So
Hey, I've had a lot of good times with your dad too. 'Cause
Well, he
I
can
mean,
be
I
res-
hung out at your house a lot.
He's like respectfully can get under your skin, but it's respectfully. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never been around anyone else like that. But like, he can get under somebody's skin, like at the golf course playing golf with them, without saying a cuss word.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me. You know.
Well, I mean, I
Some
don't
people stay off his greens.
cuss, but I get under your skin like every time I see you.
Yeah, brotherly love right there.
No?
No, Caleb's got to play a song, and then we can try that thing.
Okay. Well, you gonna play us a song, Caleb?
I guess we can.
All right.
Do we cut right here, or what do we
Yeah,
do?
we'll cut right here. Yeah. Play us a song, Caleb.
All right. Let's see. So this one is unreleased, but I'll tell y'all the backstory of it. So a few months back, I had a dream, and I was talking to my grandmother. You know, I lost her a couple of years ago almost, and it was the craziest thing. I was in my old F-250, driving around, get a phone call. She pops up on the screen of my pickup. I'm like, what in the world? So I answer the call, and it was the craziest thing. It was like a movie. We were sitting there having this full-blown conversation, and I'm like, Grammy, how are you calling me right now? Like, this makes no sense to me, because it was like subconsciously I knew she was gone. And it was crazy. It was like in this minute-long dream, I could see her like sitting in a press box almost, like looking down on us, almost like somebody looking through the glass at a prison or something, talking to their visitor. And she told me, don't tell anybody. I haven't let too many people know. Your great grandmother told me not to let. I wanted to call and check on you. So this is a dream I had at 3 that morning. So I got up literally and with talk text on my phone, went to my bathroom and started writing this song. And so this is what I've got so far. It's just a little half of a song. But yeah, if you've got somebody out there that you miss, let me know if you want to hear this one day. If Edmund was a phone call away, I'd tell her I miss her every day. I'd ask her if she walked those streets of gold. I'd let her know her farm still ain't sold. Heaven was a phone call away. She'd ask me Ed and Red. Yeah, I know she's gone to a better place. I know she wouldn't trade me, not on my best day. Sometimes here in the dead of night, hear a voice saying, boy, it'll be alright. I realize this distance is a phase, but I still wish hell was just a phone call away.
That was Caleb Young.
Anyway, little something. I'm still working on it. But yeah, unreleased, just pure emotion. I've got 2 or 3 things coming out here soon that are just going to be real life. So I hope the listeners appreciate it. And thank you guys for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. We'll have you on again, and until next time.
Change. They've always been there. And so I said, so you're my mountain. And she goes, well, that's super sweet of you. Yeah, I wouldn't give me that much credit. And then it wasn't 2 months later, she passed away. And so last year, went in to do a write in Lubbock with my buddy Alan, and he and his wife Leslie had kind of gotten a hold of that idea and known that. And I walk in their house and they had a piano in their living room, and they presented me with the idea and kind of the start of the song. And I just started bawling, couldn't hold it together.
She actually did call you.
Yeah, I was on the phone with her 10 minutes prior to her passing. We talked every day, so I was on the phone with her literally.
I'm pretty sure I was with Gage when that happened.
Yeah.
It was so unexpected.
If we're gonna go back into this,
Yeah. No, I think that there's some really crazy things that have spawned from that, and I've had some blessings roll downhill from there. It was crazy. The other day I saw this video on TikTok, and
Oh, you TikTok?
TikTok hard. I try to get everybody on there. I've got this cool thing that happened to me the other day. Y'all are gonna like this. So I pulled up this video, and it was whatever percentage your battery of your phone's on, that's what Psalms you need to pull up and read it right now. That's what you need. So crazy thing. This is 1 o'clock in the morning, and my phone battery's at 34%. So I was heck with it. I jump on my phone, pull it up, and I see all this highlighted right here. Every one of these verses, 34, 1 through 9, it's all highlighted. I don't know if people can see all the yellow, but what that was is I went back to her text messages because I got to verse 6 that morning that she passed. Right before we got on the phone, she texted me, I'm reciting his words back to him, memorizing Psalms 34, 1 through 9. And she said, number 6 is especially for you, kind of poking fun at me of being a musician. And so just this whole thing talks about seeking the Lord. And then verse 6 is this poor man called out and the Lord heard him and he saved him from his troubles. So, because sometimes
she texted you that morning.
She texted me that morning. But what was crazy is this was literally last week. I saw that TikTok video and I go back to that, and this is what it was. So there's still just some stuff that's kind of following me around and popping back up. So I'm really excited about some of these next songs because
Worst case,
That is wild.
yeah. I mean, tell me about
Are
it,
we
right?
still recording?
We'll clip from this for sure.
But from this, so
Do you think the Earth is round?
that is not where I was going with
That's what
it.
Gage thinks is flat. Gage thinks it's
You
flat.
know what?
No,
I don't know if it's flat or round, but I do think we do have some firmament aspects going on.
We didn't go to
There's
the
a-
moon for sure.
You know what? None of that makes any sense. I agree with you.
Squirrel.
Like we did it in '68. We can't do it now.
I think if we could, we should be already having people live there. The Antarctica thing is like all crazy. Like,
Why can't you go there?
I know, and
explore?
I think there may be like a tunnel to the center of the earth or something they're not telling us about, like I don't know, man. I don't know what to know.
They literally protect it though. Like
You're not allowed to go there. I bet they ain't got no good farming.
so you're talking about your grandma. Your grandma.
Tell me about her.
So your grandma was a very special lady to me too. I was around her a good bit, and I love that woman. She was always so sweet to me. And I remember when you tricked me into coming to your house out in Midland, Odessa that time. During the middle of everything, I was headed to the studio to meet with your friend out there. And I didn't think anybody knew about my songwriting stuff. I mean, I thought nobody knows. But I was on my way. I was either trying to sneak out to the studio or I just got back. But she gave me a hug and just walked up to me and gave me a hug. And she's like, Gage, you're going to be how did she word this? She's like, you're going to have a career in songwriting. I guess you had showed her some stuff that, and I just didn't know, that anybody knew about it. I mean, Blaze knew about it when Hammer Down came out. I mean, nobody.
You sent the songs to me before they were released.
Yeah, but I mean, before that, nobody knew. But her walking up to me and she's like, you're going to be you're going to have a career in songwriting.
That's one of the only things I've always been positive to you about, though. Like I'm
a good songwriter.
Like
you're terrible at everything else, but you can write a good song.
You sure suck at this, but I bet you'll be good at writing songs.
I like it though.
Anyway, but that was kind of a touching moment from your grandmother because
she always was good about edifying things for the most part.
Do you remember the first song you wrote? Because I do, Gage.
First song I wrote?
Yes.
No. How old was I?
Probably like 12.
Yeah. That sounds like a 12-year-old.
I've always remembered that though. This is kind of funny.
That is funny.
Y'all are beautiful boys.